It began as an armed robbery at a Coral Gables jewelry store, leaving a sales agent wounded. And it ended in a hail of gunfire in Miramar, where 2 innocent men were killed. One sitting in his car at a red light, the other, the UPS driver, kidnapped by those robbers. And now the story you'll see only on 6.
NBC6 Investigates Tony Pipitone shows you how that UPS driver fell into the hands of those armed robbers.
NBC6 Investigates has obtained hours of video and other never-before-seen evidence of those events nearly 5 years ago. The Broward State Attorney alleges they helped prove 4 Miami-Dade officers committed manslaughter. Now, and later at 6, see for yourself what those officers saw.
Cars all shut up. Again, shots have been fired.
Yo, they bussin'.
1 hour before those bullets would fly on Miramar Parkway,
Crossfire, guys, crossfire. Feet covered.
UPS delivery driver Frank Ordonez was just doing his job 15 miles away in Coral Gables. Ordonez, a 27-year-old father of 2, walked back to his truck and into danger he never saw coming. 2 men who just robbed a Miracle Mile jewelry store, leaving a sales agent injured, needed a clean getaway after a robbery victim's gunfire hit one of them in the back and took out their rental van's back window as they fled. Less than 15 minutes later, the 2 previously convicted felons saw a chance in the UPS truck and its driver about to turn hostage. There's the getaway driver, Lamar Alexander, with the red bag, trailed by his wounded, limping accomplice, Ronnie Hill, carrying the loot in the laundry bag. And they mean business, as one of the hijackers says. They talk for over a minute before they commandeer Ordonez's truck.
Damn, they couldn't just take it. They couldn't just fucking do a simple robbery. They had to turn it into murder.
Truck with him inside and speed off. Within seconds, the alert homeowner, who just wished him a good day, called 911 and reported.
Police, the UPS truck just got robbed.
They thought that they were killing him to stop him from calling and saying and reporting missing, and it still got it. That's how stupid these damn criminals is. It still end up getting reported. They go ahead, kill him, so he don't report us, and it still got reported. Not even a second later, no time was saved when you took somebody's life for nothing.
From Coral Gables to Miramar, more than 50 officers in 2 counties sought to save Ordonez and arrest his kidnappers.
Again, shots have been fired, and the driver was pointing a gun to the UPS driver's head.
This one sped at over 100 miles an hour to catch up to the fleeing felons. Another passed the truck on I-75, approaching Pines Boulevard, only to draw gunfire from Hill's Glock.
Hey, he just lit up my green and white. FYI, guys, my car's all shut up.
From there, they crashed through the security gate of Century Village, speeding through the community, before emerging on the south side onto Pembroke Road. By the time they hit Miramar Parkway, an FHP trooper was right behind, and a Broward Sheriff's helicopter and Chopper 6 were above to document their final stand, once stuck in traffic just east of Flamingo Road. On the ground, these 3 body cams were worn by officers who, with another, were indicted in June on manslaughter charges for what prosecutors claim they did in the next 20.
Look at these. Dumb and dumber. The blind leading the blind. I bet you Leslie Lee was the fucking criminal mastermind, wasn't he?
25 seconds. All those officers pled not guilty. Now tonight at 6, you'll see exactly what those body cams recorded, and we'll ask a legal expert with experience as both a prosecutor and a defender whether what you see there reveals manslaughter, as the Broward State Attorney claims, or officers acting in defense of themselves or others. Tony Pipitone. And
why would it be manslaughter? I don't. What? After all that, that's what we end with? Why would it be?
An FHP trooper was right behind, and a Broward Sheriff's helicopter and Chopper 6 were above to document their final stand once stuck in traffic just east of Flamingo Road. On the ground, these 3 body cams were worn by officers who, with another, were indicted in June on manslaughter charges for what prosecutors claim they did in the next 25 seconds. All those officers pled not guilty. Now tonight at 6, you'll see.
Wait a minute, but where are? All right, I got confused for a second, Cave Dwellers. Don't worry about that. I was looking at. I'm confused as hell. Somebody walked. What did they do that would be considered manslaughter?
Bonnie Hill carrying the loot in the laundry bag, and they mean business, as one of the hijackers says. A good day called to Miramar. More than 50 officers in 2 counties sought to save Ordonez and arrest his kidnappers.
Again, shots have been fired, and the driver was pointing a gun to the UPS driver's head.
This one sped at over 100 miles an hour to catch up to the fleeing felons. Another passed the truck on I-70.
Are they saying the officers killed the UPS driver?
5, approaching Pines Boulevard, only to draw gunfire from Hill's Glock.
Hey, he just lit up my green and white. FYI, guys, my car's all shut up.
From there, they crashed through the security gate of Century Village, speeding through the community, before emerging on the south.
I get it. They saying so the police shouldn't even fired at him, but they lit them up. If they receive fire and you got 1 hostage in there, what they gonna do? Should they have backed up from him, I guess?
South side onto Pembroke Road.
But then he say, kill him, go ahead, shoot him, kill him. Are they sure that the police shot him? Why would he say that and they get that and then I think he been
they hit
dead.
Miramar Parkway, an FHP trooper was right behind, and a Broward Sheriff's helicopter and Chopper 6 were above to document their final stand once stuck in traffic just east of Flamingo.
And the police using other like civilian people cars as shield and shit.
To document their final stand once stuck in traffic just east of Flamingo Road.
So they taking
On the
fire. What are they
ground,
supposed to do?
these 3 body cams were worn by officers who, with another, were indicted in June on manslaughter.
Oh, they got me talking about Officer Leslie Lee. I'm thinking that these are the like fucking stupid criminals. I forgot it was only 2 of them for a second. I got so confused. I'm like, was that guy even alive? Still?
Charges for what prosecutors claim they did in the next 25 seconds. All those officers pled not guilty. Now tonight at 6, you'll see exactly what those body cams recorded, and we'll ask a legal expert with experience as both a prosecutor and a defender whether what you see there.
All right, we got to go look at something else real quick, huh?
Now in just one station.
Oh, all bullets that killed UPS driver came from police.
A new report released revealing the innocent victims of a shootout involving police and
There was so much speculation about that. We all remember that
Man, they didn't kill him. So they said, go ahead, kill him. But they didn't kill him, I guess, huh?
wild shootout here in Miramar, in this intersection, Miramar Parkway and Flamingo Road, back 5 years ago. And now the Florida Department of Law Enforcement has tried to piece all of this together. This is the information that went to the grand jury. And although it sounds very jarring to hear that police officers were the ones who shot these innocent victims, the family says it's something that they already suspected.
I just can't imagine in my head how he was feeling, you know. My brother had kids, so I can't imagine the moment that he was literally in front of death.
UPS driver Frank Ordonez undoubtedly just wanted to survive that day back in December 2019 when his UPS truck was commandeered by 2 fleeing robbery suspects. And now we learn the bullets that killed him, according to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, came from police after the truck was cornered in a jam-packed intersection.
They should have held back. And obviously the report says it all.
The FDLE report describes the chaos that day. For an hour, police from Miami-Dade and other jurisdictions.
Yeah, I guess they should have backed up. Like somebody, it should have been over the radio. He has a hostage. He has a hostage. Back up off of him. They could have followed him in the air or whatever, but he should have backed up off of him. He's still alive.
In South Broward,
I thought he was dead because they said kill him.
Tried to stop the fleeing truck after the robbers stole it in Coral Gables. According to the report, at 5:23, dispatchers told police, "Attention all units, do not approach the vehicle." Again, "Attention all units, do not approach the vehicle." The subject has shot at units multiple times. 12 minutes later at Miramar Parkway and Flamingo Road. He is boxed in now. He is boxed in with all the traffic. Definitely no way out now. Not for him there. Have Pines and Miramar not let any traffic through the intersection on Flamingo. Any units here, go to the intersection and stop all traffic there. Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. Crossfire, crossfire, crossfire. Seek cover, seek cover. Investigators say one witness was very sure that the first shots came from the subject inside the UPS truck, and then bedlam.
Gunfire, they're coming in and out, a number of shots.
Officers spotted at first rushing, guns drawn to the passenger side of the truck. And according to the report, several officers fired nearly 200 rounds. Witnesses described the mayhem, one telling police about rounds hitting his daughter's car seat, another a driver's headrest, and yet another.
There is a lot of goddamn people around. They just started shooting. If they just stopped and they were boxed in like that, then I could see. The police should have backed up. Like, it's one of those things where, like, damn, it's messed up. But they went gun ho. They told not to approach the vehicle. There's a potential for a hostage in there. They're not going nowhere. There's a lot of people around. If they start shooting, they shooting at y'all. And there's all these cars and civilians everywhere. It's like negligent.
Saying there were bullets everywhere. The suspects, Ordonez, and a driver, Richard Cutshaw, just sitting in his car, would all die of bullet wounds. Four Miami-Dade law enforcement
just sitting in his car.
Officers, Jose Mateo, Leslie Lee, Richard Santa Esteban, and Rodolfo Mirabal, would all be indicted facing manslaughter.
I bet you Leslie still was the ringleader.
Charges. The report says of the rounds fired, UPS driver Ordonez was hit by bullets from all four officers. Cutshaw by bullets from Rodolfo Mirabal. The pain still unbearable for the family of Frank Ordonez.
Just sitting in traffic, and the police just come up, bah, 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 bah. Like some GTA shit. Like that day they wanted something. Like they was ready for something.
Could have waited. Like, this could have been all avoided.
And those memories just don't go away. It's the same movie. You can play it back over and over again, and it's the same movie, it's the same outcome.
And as for those police officers, those former police officers, they are maintaining their innocence, and they are all currently out on bond.
I see them probably getting off, like, oh, they got shot at. But it's like, damn, you're training. Like, I don't think they should be in prison forever. But maybe they should do a little time to get their badge taken away. Say, look, you're not fit for duty. The way y'all acted when it was time to buck up, we don't want you here. You're not fit. Damn. Just delivering the fucking package. Just doing his job. Just doing his job. Where was that at? Damn. At least somebody's seen it. I want to say that, but damn, he might have survived if the neighbor didn't call now. Maybe he would have survived. They would have threw him out somewhere, but who knows? These people are reckless. Once you start shooting at the police, then you capable of anything, right? Damn, RIP to that man, all these people that died. Let me know, Cave Dwellers, should these cops be held accountable for this? I was confused as hell in the beginning. But should these cops be held accountable? That was a twist. I didn't expect that.